Good morning, everyone. Dr. Victoria Scarbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. Today is Wednesday, December 8th, and the moon is in Aquarius. Of course, if you're listening to this in Australia, it could already be tomorrow. Congratulations. We had a very, very early morning square between Mars and Jupiter. Here on the East Coast, it happened like 1:22 in the morning. For some places, it actually happened at the end of last night. But Mars is the planet of action, and Jupiter is the planet of expansion. And squares create a crisis, a sense of crisis. And this particular square is a crisis and belief square. It has that energy of questioning authority, wanting to individuate, wanting to become an authority in your own life, and then also the necessity to be responsible with that. However, at this point, you might not have gotten to the point of necessarily understanding that when you don't listen, if you're not responsible, you can have problems. There's this great urge to do something. You know, Mars is a planet of action, and Jupiter is like, now, we got to do it now. So you have to be careful around rash actions. The other thing with a Mars-Jupiter square is because of the amount of energy that is produced in them, we can sometimes feel as though we can do more than we actually can. So you do really have to be careful with this aspect that you don't overdo it, especially physically. So, but that being said, this really is quite the engine for change and transformation. And with Mars in Scorpio getting to the bottom of things and Jupiter in Aquarius, seeing things from a more collective perspective, we can actually utilize this energy to come to a better sense of what the collective needs, and perhaps some of the psychological underpinnings as to either why we have not been able to get there, or perhaps how we can get there. So it is. So you do have a lot of energy to work with today. Try to avoid being too righteous in your opinions and too sure of yourself, because you will be humbled if you take things too far. All right, so be careful out there. Have yourself a beautiful day. This is December. Before it snows here, it's gray, and we still have some green, which is cool. Sometimes we don't have any green at all, but it's gray and green and taupey and no leaves and no flowers. But this is the garden that I have at this time, so it makes you appreciate when spring does come, right? All right, guys, have yourself a great day. Like, subscribe, and check out my Astrology of December. It's kind of long, but it's pretty cool, pretty detailed if you like that kind of thing. I also have my numerology, my Kabbalah out, the Tree of Life stuff, and of course my tarot scopes if you haven't checked those out. So all the same, have yourself a beautiful day, and I will see you again tomorrow. Much love.